Write your name.
Put your soul on the paper.
Like passport ID and everything else.
And your last will and testament.
I just said this time at 6 o'clock, 10 minutes. You didn't
I just rather change the music.
Yeah, take it down and then change.
No, the moment you give them, they're going to say that if you guys don't come now, I'll be one of them on the spot, they'll come.
Everyone's not here by 6, 10, everyone gets one.
It's fine. Just still do the
I want to
music.
know what happens when you get one. Like, if then they'll be presented like they'll be like, yeah, and then I have to like explain why it's not screening. And then
Wait, there's a leak, huh?
reasonable screening.
What's that cross
You
here?
guys do,
Yeah, now it's
Excuse me, bro. Attendant, please. Put your names to the ID and email.
like at least like a black position.
You're the master of the Tiki watch.
Yeah,
No, not.
Touch, I can't. Regardless,
we will start whatever.
How many apologies are there?
How many people usually come to these meetings?
Everyone. What's the apology or
But next year you understand. I wanted to explain, but it's okay. I think today can be the shortest class.
Mine is like, hi Skyline.
Hello.
the slow one.
yeah, it doesn't feel like an MSC, it feels like a picnic now.
Elizabeth, I did give the posters to parents and you need to pay a $50 deposit.
Someone said
Oh, that means $50 still there. Okay,
Remember we around 10 minutes.
oh, and then she just goes down and ran. Then I was like, she coming back or not? So I think she probably says no. So I'm not getting it. Damn sad.
Yeah, what's the internet?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Please.
Please give me
She
tell me a time frame.
wants it by...
Not she wants it.
No, the
Depends on when she's giving me, then I tell her when.
okay, we just...
Ah, okay, that's 3 weeks.
no, the event is in weekend. So she wants it in our weekend.
Our weekend.
Our weekend.
Oh, that's good. So
Ask her lah.
I will ask her.
She made it.
She might ask her. I already told her the coordinator give me 3 weeks at this.
Don't know, they never communicate.
It's similar, but it's not really.
When is the event?
Weekend.
But that's like the thing that
Gone now, are they all?
see any ISO related. Handled the one before. Hey, hello, Mr. President. The big president.
Oh my god.
I'll give you too early to be so you prefer to film some
Don't take
Ajay, you also sign.
Why are all of you going?
well for your life.
I don't want to know, and I don't think I should know. You're the last person.
Just sit on my
I forwarded to Java.
Can you mail Java?
Was it something I did?
Reply. Can you check? Ask him to check the mail and reply.
I think not.
Which one are you doing?
Are you ready?
It doesn't go in our office. Huh? We have to open it, you know. Not ours.
Okay. So this will be the first MSC.
I'm gonna start
Sorry, what the heck?
I love it also. It's like a little 6. Blow in everyone's face. It's gonna be the shortest version of
It's me.
Oh, rather wait for her.
Oh, I just started. Oh, no.
I remember at 6.
Is it minimum 1 hour?
Legit at 6 o'clock. Just look at
Don't delay lah. You don't delay lah.
I think we'll finish by 1 hour now. 1 hour.
Are you sure?
Hang on, I'm not ready.
Jinx it.
I'm not ready.
Yes.
Don't jinx it.
Serious. It's gonna be the shortest episode.
Everyone just
Is there? Is there, right? It's under my table. Of course it's the first time you see. You should know that. Yeah, that's
as soon as they are starting, I'm starting already.
So record as well.
you were hating, right? Because you already got elected by us. Okay, next time.
MSC.
Yeah.
Editors are ready. Editors are ready.
DJ, Ash.
Do you want to take a seat?
I just
Do you want to sit down?
1 minute ago.
More than happy for that. Okay. Okay, guys. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the 8th MSC. Let's just keep this short so that everyone can just go back to doing all their stuff and all. So thank you for coming to the 8th MSC, and for those MUSA 2019 who's here, congrats for getting yourself into MUSA 2019. Okay, I'll just pass the floor to Sash now to tell about that.
Okay, so apology and proxy letters. Luther is unable to attend today's meeting as he's currently undergoing the training for community pharmacy required for his degree. He grants his voting right to Ryan from School of Business. He has submitted his apology and proxy letters on 6th of September. Mimi is unable to attend today's meeting as she's currently undergoing the same training for her degree. She grants her voting right to Poon Wang Hung from School of Pharmacy. She has submitted her apology and proxy letters on 8th of September. Nicholas is unable to attend today's meeting as he will be hosting the Monash Orchestra event at 6 p.m. He grants his voting right to Elizabeth from School of Arts and Social Science. He has submitted his apology and proxy letters on 9th of September. Meda is unable to attend today's meeting as she will be organizing the Body Talk Open Mic Night, which is one of the events for Women's Week. She has submitted her apology letter on 10th of September. Melinda is unable to attend today's meeting for the same reason. She has submitted her apology letter on 10th of September. She did not submit any proxy letter, hence there will be no proxy to represent the women's officers. Rebecca is unable to attend today's meeting as she will be organizing the meditation event. She grants her voting right to Kelly Lee from School of Business. She has submitted her apology and proxy letters on 10th of September. Leanne is unable to attend today's meeting as she will be helping and coordinating a church event called Fire Festival. She grants her voting right to Amy Go from School of Arts and Social Sciences. She has submitted her apology and proxy letters on 10th of September. Pranay is unable to attend today's meeting as he has an event to attend in KL. He has submitted his apology letter on 10th of September. Ethan is unable to attend today's meeting as he will be hosting the Monash Orchestra event at 6 p.m. He grants his voting right to Fu Jinkai from School of Science. He has submitted his apology and proxy letters on 10th of September. Charulata is unable to attend today's meeting as she will be attending the Pakistan Country Representatives event. She has submitted her apology letter on 10th of September. Motion 1, acceptance of apology and proxy letters accepted by Hassan, seconded by Jay. Motion 2, acceptance of 7th MSC meeting minutes accepted by Jay, seconded by Terence. Next will be, I will go to School of Engineering's report first because Crystal has a discussion.
Hi everyone. So I'll be talking about the School of Engineering T-shirt design competition. The deadline for the competition was on 17th of August, week 4, but then the voting period opened after 1 week. So a total of 10 students participated and 11 design entries were selected. Then a total of 586 votes were collected, and then the winning design is below. Please buy a t-shirt. It's only 15 ringgit. It's cheaper. I mean, it's the And then a few weeks ago, we went to Skytrax, a collaboration with School of Science. Yeah. Just like that.
It's just like Skyler all over again.
Yeah, nothing much. Just went there and then played and then came back. Free lunch. No, not free, like 20. I don't know, 20 or 25 ringgit.
Moving on.
Okay, done.
Any questions? Motion 6, acceptance of School of Engineering Representatives report accepted by
Terence.
seconded by
Sun.
Thanks, Harsh. Next will be President's report.
Okay guys, everyone listen, a bit quick. So The only thing I have to update today is just that MUSA Forum really moved the date to week 9. Initially we wanted to have in week 8, but then we forgot to take account that there was 2 public holidays and we couldn't have enough publicity and all. So we're moving to week 9. Later, I'll send an Excel sheet to every department. Remember the table I had in the last MSC? It will just follow the same. So for school representatives, all the school representatives have to talk together and like decide the time and all. I'll send the Excel sheet, and we are not going with multiple days. We're just going to go with 1 day because it's quite hard to book the planning data for multiple days. And also, let's say if you have a student who's interested in 2 different topics, then it's really the student has to come for 2 days. You might as well just do it in 1 day. So I'll send the Excel sheet for that, so you guys can just put in your preferred time slot. Let's say if in the time slot there's already your preferred time slot there's already another department, and you can't really go to any other time slot, please contact me and PM me, we'll sort it out. That's all for MUSA Forum. A few quick updates that I couldn't write in because I didn't have, by the time I had to submit, I didn't have these updates with me. For when we were talking about the umbrella rental, Sharik proposed that we use where the library just cuts, I mean, you know how apparently the library cuts the credit from the student ID, right? So when I go and consult to the library, they said they don't do that. It's just that, sorry guys. So library doesn't do that system. So the only thing they do is, if the students don't give it back, they have to replace it with a new one. Simple as that. So there's no such system where we can just cut off the credit from the student's student ID. So we're still going to go on with students just giving their student ID as a deposit, and then when they come back, the next day when they return it, they get the student ID. I know people might be thinking, what if during exam period, even in exam period, I once forgot my student ID. It's not really that big of a deal. They just give you a slip. If you have your IC on you, that should be fine. If you don't do it for multiple times, I think that should be fine. So, and another thing is that security is more than happy to help us with it. So we'll be placing it in the main guard and also in the launch. So students, a simple way is just students have to come and give the student ID, like how they rent the games or how they rent all the sports equipment. They just have to come and give the student ID, collect the umbrella. We will tag the umbrella to keep, so that we can keep in track of all the umbrellas. We will tag them, and then students can borrow the umbrella. Once they return it, they get student ID. As simple as that. That's all. Any questions? Nope. Thank you.
Motion 3, acceptance of President's report, accepted by?
Jay.
Seconded by?
Terence.
Thank you. Next will be my report, which will be presented by the returning officer.
Okay, hi, my name is Sing and I'm the returning officer for the MUSA Annual Election 2018. So the MUSA Annual Election began with the ticket name registration. It was from 1st of August to 3rd of August from 10 to 5. This year there were 2 parties that registered, which was the Vox and the Sparrow. Following that, we had the nomination period from 8th of August to 15th of August from 10 AM to 5 PM as well. Initially, we received a total of 70 nominations, but however, during the process, one of the editor candidates from the Vox as well as the Vox Hip and S candidate have withdrawn, but they have also managed to replace with other interested candidates. Both the Vice President candidate and the School of Science representative candidate from the Sparrow have withdrawn in the end. The remaining 66 candidates contested, which was an increase compared to the last year's annual election. During the 13th of August 2018 to 17th of August, we had the MUSA election info week for students who are interested and perhaps they do not know what is each task, their responsibility, so they could approach the current MUSA members. Following then, we had the campaigning period from 20th of August to 7th of September from 10 AM to 5 PM. The debate session occurred from 23rd of August to 28th of August 2018 from 11 to 3 in front of the Maybank area. And we had the polling period just last week from 3rd of September to 7th of September from 10 to 5. On 3rd of September at 12, the voting link was email broadcasted to all the students in Monash. And we also had a physical polling venue at Function Room 2103. Last Friday, I declared the results over here at 6 PM, which is the MUSA office where the MSC table is. This year we had a total of 2,099 votes, which is 32% of your total student population. This percentage increased by 4% compared to the elections last year. The official results as well as the ballot count was published on the MUSA Facebook page at 10 AM the next Monday. Yeah, that's all. Is there any questions? No? Okay, thank you.
Wait, choose. Motion for acceptance of General Secretary's report accepted by.
Jay.
Seconded by.
Sorry, I don't know his name.
Oh, you know.
Sorry.
Okay, next will be School of Business report.
Go Miss Monash.
Hi guys. Okay, so we had the SB affair, which was our bazaar held on 20th and 21st at the car park near the field. It was a collaboration with ISAC's Global Village because it sort of clashed with the event. Overall, student vendors were very happy and they learned a lot and they made a lot of profits as well. And we had a Best Marketing Strategy Booth Award, which was awarded to Bravado Attire, run by Radhi and Akash. And as you can see, if you scroll down below, they had the push-up challenge. Yeah, they had a push-up challenge. There. So yeah, and also we had a lucky draw where we gave away a 200 ringgit gift card voucher. And special thanks to publicity, editors, and everybody helped cover the event and help us out. So we had a meeting with our head of school, Professor John Benson, and we brought up 6 issues, and these are the responses. So the first one is following up of issues in a timely manner. So right now, when it comes to the SSLC committee, we don't really have a proper way of tabulating how the process is, in terms of like updates and what is the status of the things that we bring up. So Professor John has suggested to assign a senior professional staff member to follow up on issues and get back to us. The second thing is there have been certain feedback on our CMO and their attitude. So Professor John will assign the senior school manager to take control of that matter. The third is right now we can't really reach out to students and inform them about the SSLC committee because we don't have the full email list. So we brought it up to him, and Professor John said that he will approve the fall broadcast year, provided that we submit it to him first and he approves it. The fourth thing is we suggested the reintroduction of a School of Business summer school. And this one, he has said that they are in the midst of discussions right now. So you can scroll down. Yeah, they're in the midst of discussions right now, and they will get back to us, and then soon, if everything is okay, we will conduct a survey and get the feedback from students on which units that they want for a summer school. But it's definitely feasible because there was some sort of some complications before, but now that has been resolved, so this is all good. Fifth is recording of lectures, and Professor John has supported this, so that's a very good win. But we will have to rely on the facilities that they have provided, so more updates on this. And the last one is some students are unable to understand some lecturers, so in terms of like accent issues, so Professor John has suggested providing extra support for lecturers like training, but we'll have to get back on that as well. Yeah, and that's all.
For the issue with the CMO, right? Your head of school said that they will take care of the matter.
Yeah.
Did they exactly say how they will take care of it? Because I think it's quite evident that all the students are really unhappy with
That's true. He has not, but so we've tried to get back to him on updates, but right now he's overseas and he'll only be back on Tuesday. So if anything, we can only follow up with him again on Tuesday regarding if there are any changes or whatnot.
Because I've gotten like direct reports from students saying that whoever is people in charge of the CMO, they're very rude to them.
Oh, I see.
When someone kind of complained about the accent thing, they said, "Oh, you can't do anything about that." That's how it is.
I see. Do you mind tabulating those responses and emailing it
Yeah,
to us?
definitely.
Yeah, because he said that he want like a compiled list so that we can use it as evidence.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. tabulated data. We can, that's the thing. I'll have to discuss more with Zubin because right now we're not too sure if the head of school will approve that. Because he has said that he will take action, so we don't want to override him. So, and we have already a few cases that we have. So with more, it'd be better, but have to get back to him.
No more questions? Motion 5, acceptance of School of Business Representatives Report accepted by?
Oh, Sean.
Seconded by?
Jay.
Thank you. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Okay, the next will be School of Pharmacy's report.
Hi everyone. So for the past 2 weeks, we have not much event. Just one event, the MSC Meeting. So this event is in collaboration with School of Medicine and Health Sciences. The event was held at 28 and 29 of August, which is Tuesday and Wednesday. And then this event is open to all Malaysians, includes the staff and all the students. And the purpose is to create awareness of the importance of CPR throughout Malaysians. So I would like to really thank School of Science Subcom for helping out the event as well. And the trainers are from Central Ambulance National Headquarters. And then Monash First Aid Bureau took part in demonstrating bandaging and transportation techniques as well. And then we have MC from Radio Monash, and Monash Street Dance Society actually took part in the performance of opening ceremony. And the participation rate was quite good. We have roughly 400 to 500 students participate in this event, as well as staff, students and staff. So the activity carried out includes all this. So basically just CPR training, simple first aid. We have ambulance exhibition, ambulance equipment exhibition, and we managed to collect donation of 450 ringgit from students, and all the donations goes to Central Ambulance Malaysia. And we have first aid book sales as well. And then we have t-shirt sales, free cookie giveaway, and lucky draw as well. Yeah, the feedback from students were quite positive.
No questions? Good. Motion 7, acceptance of School of Pharmacy Representatives Report accepted by?
Sean.
Seconded by?
Jay.
Thank you. Okay, the last report is from School of Science.
Hi guys, so on 21st of August we had a collaboration with School of Art and Social Science for Sports Mixer Night. The purpose of this event was to get students out of studies and participate in outdoor activities. But unfortunately, we didn't have very good response for it. But we still ended up, the event still went on, so that's good. But at the end of the day, the event served its purpose. So yeah, so picture by Nora. And then next was SSLC meeting. Was held on 30th of August. We had 7 students representatives from year 1, year 2, year 3 and honors, and then we discussed about issues and feedbacks collected during week 5, and the action plan will be given soon, when the admins have discussed about all the matters. And also they gave a suggestion to include a brief example on the feedback slip that we give out to students so that we can collect more clearer feedback. And lastly, we had a team building event with School of Engineering at Skytrax Adventure Park. It was $25 per person, inclusive of entrance ticket, meals, transportation, and gloves. And it was open for 40 students, and 24 students participated. And yeah, the event went well. Another picture from Monga. Thanks, Monga.
Yes.
Yeah, it's great pictures. Yeah, that's all. Any questions?
Motion 8, acceptance of School of Science representatives report accepted by?
Desmond.
Sorry?
Desmond.
Seconded by?
Lisa.
Who ah?
Lisa.
Okay,
Meeting adjourned.
yeah, hold on. Don't leave first. The incoming president has something to say.
Okay. First of all, thank you for the current MUSA for helping us out throughout the election period. So we would like to thank you guys by giving you guys chocolate. You know? Okay.
President.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for making the elections as smooth as possible. Okay.
Okay, meeting